Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are brand new to the channel, I hope you enjoy your reading today. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. I am sending you all of my love. Thank you so much for being here with me again. So Capricorn, this reading is for any and all Cappy placements. Please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone. This reading can be applied to any and all situations, including love, career, and personal growth. Any additional information about me or the channel can be found in the description box below. And with that, Cappy, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. We're going to start off pulling some oracle cards to get an idea of the themes at work here, the energies at play, any individuals that may be involved. Then we're going to move into the tarot using the Celtic cross spread, which we will clarify using a second tarot deck. And then we're going to close off with some oracle cards for guidance. Let's go ahead and just see what's going on for the lovely Capricorn. What's going on, please? So yin underneath the deck. So it's a 2. So this is High Priestess energy. This is about making choices, knowing exactly what direction you want to move into. This is that high feminine energy. Okay, so for some, this is about embodying sort of that Empress type of vibration, not in the sense of expansion, but in the sense of flexibility, going with the flow, inspiring people, because that's what feminine energy does. It inspires people. It allows them to be creative and to move and to venture and to be free, right? So this is about making a choice of your free will, Cap, in a way that supports your growth, your creativity, making somebody feel loved. This could also be self-love. So let's see. Yeah, so some of you are leaving, there's something that is unresolved, but you're leaving it behind because it's what's best. For some, this is a very clear storyline of trying to make it work with somebody who really was not pulling their weight. Okay, because we have never ending story, which is a 37, which is a 10, and then happy happy, which is a 26, which is an 8. So you could be connecting with a Leo or a Libra here, but this is about leaving something behind, pushing past those feelings of, I need to know why this didn't work. I need to know why they ghosted me. I need to know why this opportunity was not offered to me, and saying, I'm going to be happy regardless of the why, right, Cap? Not everything has worked out in the way you wanted it to, but that does not mean that moving forward you can't choose things for yourself that are better suited to you. I'm hearing that that saying, what is it? God's rejection is his protection, right? God's rejection is his protection, something like that. And so it's that feeling of whatever did not work for you, Cap, wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to, in a way, give you some insight on this next phase, because something's coming in. I feel like something big is about to happen. I don't know why I get that feeling. Something big is about to happen here. So never-ending story could be about somebody from the past wanting to come in and kind of rain on your parade. But with the yin energy, you're very much standing in that fluid type of center, that grounded energy, and saying, you know what, you can try to do what you want to do. I'm just over here being my best self. I'm just here being happy. I'm just out here living my best life and doing what I need to do. And if you want to come in here and pretend like you actually, you know, can destroy any of this or make me feel insecure about any of this, then you're really trying to practice a role that is not yours, right? You might have like a sort of like a saboteur trying to come in, but it's going to be so unsuccessful. I feel like you're just going to laugh at it, Cap. At this point, you're so empowered, right? Someone trying to cross paths with you is really just not going to get what they're looking for. Cap, please. Official person, a 22. This is 4. This is Aries. This is Emperor energy. You might be meeting somebody soon, Capricorn. You may be meeting somebody soon. This person wears a uniform. This could be a doctor, a nurse, a soldier, a police officer, someone who is very respected, okay? Someone who is very good at what they do. They are recognized for their excellence. This person's the real deal. This can also be you. For some of you, where this is your own personal journey, you are finding yourself now sort of that person. You're becoming that person your parents always told you to marry. You know, you're becoming that person who is so stable in their own right that if they decided to just be alone, have their friendships, and do things by their own, in their own solitude on their own time, they'd be fine. Which, you know, you should be doing anyway. Because who's to tell you what timeline is right for you? But if you're looking to meet somebody or become a better version of you as somebody, that is definitely coming in. Courthouse. So a 23 is a 5, Taurus energy with the Hierophant. This could have something to do with rules, regulation. With courthouse, there may be some kind of documentation that needs to be filled out or something that is being waited on. This person you're connecting with may be an attorney. Family room, right? This is a 21, which is a 3, which is Empress energy, Taurus, Libra. All right, but this is about intimacy. The family room, this could be about an actual apartment or a bedroom or an office space. But this is, with the family room, this is where people join together to bond, to have a cup of tea, to converse, right? So this is about expanding yourself emotionally with people, strengthening bonds. Okay, so this could have something to do with you meeting someone maybe in a restaurant or someone who you already have an established connection with. There might be some kind of visitation to their job or them to yours, right? Somebody who comes by to your house to bring you some kind of a letter, some kind of official document. For some, this is receiving a job opportunity and you're being asked to move. Oh my God. And you're looking for a place. And if you go, you will find it. A 12, which is again, another 3. This is Empress energy with privileged lady. So definitely Capricorn, you're coming into your own here. You are not undervaluing yourself at all. If this is somebody who you're connecting with, they understand your value as well. And they respect they respect the boundaries that you have. They want to expand. 2 3s. There is something here. What's this courthouse? There's something blocking that expansion if this is a person coming in. What's this courthouse about, please? This conflict. Oh, it's a lot of cards. Hold on. What is this conflict, please? What is this conflict? False person. Yeah, so they might be going to court still with somebody. They might be, if it's because they're a business person, they just don't have a lot of time right now to engage romantically because they're still kind of hung up on some things happening at work. If this is somebody romantically, they might be on the receiving end of a divorce or in the middle of a separation with somebody who's kind of dragging them through the mud a little bit. It's really difficult for them to break away because there is so much paperwork involved and this person is really using it to their advantage to prolong the situation. I am getting that this is happening external to you guys though. This is not what they are bringing to the table. You are definitely here in your own right and this person supports it. Right, so whether this is an employer or whether this is the person you're connecting with romantically in a friendship, it looks though, regardless of what happens, you are unbothered. This is going to be able to bloom without you really having to, what's the word? It's organic. It's organic. So you and this person get to know each other through the convenience of your own schedules. It works out so perfectly that you guys don't have to go out of your way to meet up with each other or to do things that aren't typically in your schedule. Like maybe you guys have the same gym routine, the same gym schedule. You guys go to the gym, same gym at the same time, right? And so this is just about making sure you never miss a day. But this is something that feels convenient. It's just going with the flow and you're not changing anything about yourself. This is you just doing what you normally do and then finding this connection along the way or finding this version of yourself along the way. Wow. And you know what? Good for you, Cap, because I know, you guys, you work so hard to preserve the quality of your well-being, of your relationships. And it really, it really bothers me when I see on the other end, people not recognizing your value. So the fact that you are coming forth and assuming that power, taking it back, just makes me so happy. So let's see, Cap, what's going on for the Celtic cross? Knight of Swords. So you could be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but this is about moving full steam ahead. I'm getting for most of you, this is about speed, right? You are just letting people know that this is where you stand and that this is all about you right now and this is about your happiness. And if there's anyone who wants to be a part of your story, they just need to find a seat, but you're not going to do any rearranging for them, right? This is about you just letting people know what time it is. That's what this is, Cap. Okay? So right now, the energy is the Fool. You could be connecting with an Aries, like we had mentioned with that official person with a 22, right? This could be Aries. But this is just about having, it's a brand new landscape. I'm getting that it's a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh, this is the craziest visual, Cap. I'm getting, it's almost like you open up a window trying to run from something. But when you open the window and you throw yourself out, it's almost like paradise. It's like you're running, the visual is you in a house with, it's shadowy, you can barely tell what's lurking in the corners, and you're running from something that you can't put a face to, and you're running, and you jump, you open up the window and you throw yourself out, and you're afraid of what is outside that window, but you end up falling on like the most lush piece of grass. And as soon as you walk out the window, there is nothing in, like you look back into the house and there's sunlight, there's rays of sun. It's a normal looking house. It's not scary anymore. And you look out into the distance and it's just this beautiful pasture, right? The wind is coming and you can practically count every blade of grass. And the sun is coming down and you just have shades of purple and pink and blue in the sky. And it's partly cloudy and you see the birds, and it's like the air has a crisp feel to it and just feels so genuinely tranquil. And you can't even remember what caused you to panic a second ago. It just feels like freedom and peace. This Fool energy is everything. This Fool energy is everything to you, Cap. The block is the Nine of Swords, that panic. I'm telling you, it's that house, it's the shadows, it's a thing, it's thoughts, it's feelings. You can't put a face to it, but they're there. It's that anxiety. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of the answer. Okay, Cap? There is a way out. And you might be asking yourself, well, what if the way out is just going to put me more into a hole, into a detriment? The only thing you know is that if you stay in place, this is what you get. You can't change your situation without changing your behavior, the things that are being done. There is something, this anxiety, the source of panic, of terror, that keeps you from taking this leap. The best case scenario here is the Six of Pentacles. There is so much emphasis right now, Cap, of you and your independence. For some, this is about successfully splitting from somebody and separating assets and just kind of getting out of Dodge and saying, all right, time to start over. This is about making that first move and delivering the papers to this person so that you can make room for somebody who deserves your company. All right? For others of you, you are already single and you're waiting for this courthouse energy to resolve. The courthouse that was clarified by the false person. That could be in your situation, and you are waiting to have something serious with an individual, but you can't until that's resolved. This is the resolution. The Six of Pentacles is that the split occurs and everyone is given what they need, right? And that's it. You get what you need, even if it's barely enough, even if it's barely making ends meet. You get what you need and you're good. Whether it's from a job, a person, you get what you need. The reason it's happening is the Seven of Cups. Confusion, overwhelm, fantasizing, having a lot of options. This might be relevant to somebody that you were connecting with previously, but I think a lot of what's going on with you and this wanting to move in a direction that prioritizes your well-being versus staying in place and getting more of the same is just that feeling of, it's almost like the Eight of Swords, right? It's that feeling of being scared of what there is ahead, because there is so much. There's so much. And whatever this was, whatever this is, that is kind of poking you and irritating that panic, that anxiety, that depression, you're trying to rationalize to yourself whether it's the right thing to do or not. Recent past is the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This may be an apology for some. This could be somebody, a child. This could also just be a new person, a friend, someone who is offering you an opportunity to connect. This could be a date for those where this is romantic. For others, this could be an apology that was really just, you were waiting such a long time for this apology and you almost feel like, is this sincere? Is it not? What I think is going to happen, for you, Cap, is regardless of whether this person is honest or not, I think the history here has shown you so much about whether their apologies are sincere or not, that eventually you just make your own educated guess, right? You just make your own educated guess and say, you know, you could be telling the truth, but from my experience, that is usually not how this goes down. So I'm not going to accept your apology for some of you. Because I see you freeing yourself, but something about that freedom scares you. For others, Cap, this is really just about you tapping into that childlike energy again. To do that, you would have to start over, and that's overwhelming. But you would rather deal with a new life and building that up from the ground, building that from the ground up, versus continuing to put into a situation that was stressing you out but wasn't your final vision. 10 of Pentacles is what's coming in. If financial issues have at all been at work here, Cap, they won't be soon. If this is about getting your payout finally, it's coming. If this is about meeting somebody who is worthwhile, who wants the same things you do, that is coming. Oof. If this is about getting a promotion or your dream job, it's coming. How you see yourself is the Lovers. You could be connecting with a Gemini, making a big decision with your heart, left or right, what do I do? But at the same time, I just want to remind you that with the Lovers, you can't go wrong with either choice. Okay? The decision is difficult because both would make you happy. So just remember that, Capricorn. When you're making this crossroads type of decision, the reason it's so tough is because both would make you happy, which means whether you choose left or right doesn't matter. You will be happy in both instances. And you can always U-turn. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes we look at these decisions and say, well, I could never turn back. In some way, you are already turning back from something that you put time into. But it's always worth it when it's something you know is better for you. Because even if the better thing doesn't pan out, you learned more and you spent more time happy than sad. It's a good decision. You won't be wrong. You won't be wrong, Cap. You won't be wrong with the decision you choose. In the environment, you have the Queen of Cups. This could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For some, this is a mother figure, right? This could be a close friend, somebody who's helping you get through this. This may be a counselor or a therapist to some of you. I'm getting a teacher. But what you're not seeing is that this person is hugely supportive of what you're doing. And if you haven't conversed with this person very much, or if they've been through something similar and really don't talk very much about it, it might be worth it now to talk about it and just see what their opinion is. The fear here is the Two of Cups. The fear is that you're going to spend time on the wrong connection, or perhaps, meet someone who you're not going to make the right judgment call. For some, this is about connection, period. For some, you're leaving an old connection because you really aren't interested in having another one, right? For some, this is about just really focusing on career, focusing on your health, focusing on other things, and not really being too worried about the commitment or the relationships. But for some, I'm getting that you feel like you're not lovable, but you are. I think it's this person, whoever this was, that has just led you on or made you feel lesser than. Because with that never-ending story we got in the intro oracle, that never-ending story, it was repetitive. Whatever this person was feeding you, it was repetitive, and it informed your thinking. It affected you. It affected you in a negative way and has you, feeling like maybe you're not lovable. That's not true. In the meantime, just continue to love yourself, Cap, because you are well on your way to making massive gains. Yeah, the outcome, the Six of Cups. So if you have children and are worried that this separation will not work out in their favor, it will. They will be happy, they will be safe, they will be fine. If this is about meeting somebody who you can trust, having a friend, having romantic interest who you can actually trust, that is the Six of Cups. There is something about this connection that is familiar. This could be a past person, that could be this Page of Cups here, who is a friend from your past, who now through all the years that have gone by, it turns out you guys might have a little something more coming in, right? But this is definitely about revisiting your childhood, feeling comfortable, feeling nostalgic. If this is an ex that ever abused the energy, abused you in any way, this is not them coming back. Right? So for you, the Page of Cups is somebody who really did not treat you well. This Six of Cups is a new connection that might feel familiar, but it's like the 2.0 version in a good way from the past. It's familiar, but it's not the same. So let's see, please, for Capricorn. What's going on here for Cap? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead for Capricorn, please. Let's go ahead for Capricorn and just clarify this Celtic cross spread, please, for Capricorn. Let's clarify this for Capricorn, please. Clarify for Capricorn. Okay, so underneath the deck, we have the Four of Cups. I'm getting distraction. I'm not getting boredom. Something here is overwhelming you, Capricorn, with the Seven of Cups, right? Something is overwhelming you. So it's not boredom. You have plenty going on. It's that you're distracted. I just looked up at the timestamp. It's 22 minutes and 22 seconds. So 2222. There's a decision you're trying to make, but there are so many components, I feel. There's a distraction, or someone's trying to distract you. It might leave you feeling almost like that analysis paralysis. Let me know, Cap, if that's right. The analysis paralysis, it's like because of this anxiety that you're in and knowing that you have things, even if it's not multiple things, just the few things that you have to do just feel like so much that it's almost like you're not moving, but not because there are no things to get done. It's that there are actually so many things to get done that you almost just don't even want to move. You almost want to crawl under your sheets, right? But I think that feeling of overwhelm is because you just know that there is something better for you, but you're afraid that that feeling is not right. Your energy right now is the Fool with the Nine of Wands. It's like taking that leap of faith is going to take so much energy out of you, and you only have so much energy left, right? This could be an Aries that is just running after you and pursuing you like all hell. And if that's the case, it's possible that they're about to give up just because they have a lot of other things as well that they're working on. So if communication between you and this person have been stagnant, Cap, but you're interested in them, now would be a good time to drop them a line just so that they know that you're still in this too. Okay, if you are. But overall, Cap, this is you stepping into a new phase, but instead of being excited about it, you are overwhelmed, exhausted, and kind of preparing yourself to deal with more of the same. And that's where this anxiety is coming in. Someone may have left the situation previously, right? Left a situation you had with somebody, turned your back when you really needed them most. For others, though, this is about anticipation of leaving. You haven't left yet, but you're thinking about it because there is a new connection for some of you, right? Because there is a new connection, or you are realizing that you are better off alone. There's a realization that really makes you feel unfulfilled. You realize that staying here is not the right thing to do for you. And take this as it resonates. This could be the person that you are connecting with. Okay, if you've noticed that they're a little bit antsy, having a tough time, They may need time to be alone and walk this path alone because they are trying to figure something out about themselves. Now, the best case scenario with the Six of Pentacles is the Four of Wands. So this is about putting in, sharing an equal burden. For some, this is about the separation of a foundation, ultimately moving away, but being perfectly happy on your own. So again, if this is finances after leaving a previous stable situation, this is you reestablishing stability from the ending. So money, will the separation be okay? Will it work out? The answer is yes. If leaving your job has left you feeling unstable for a little bit, you're wondering if the transition to this new position is going to be seamless, the answer is yes. This leap of faith is not as scary as it feels. Again, I go back to that visual of jumping out the window. You almost are waiting for the worst, but it takes that fear, that absolute just, I can't stay in this house feeling that pushes you out the window. And then once you're actually out the window, you just fall on the softest tuft of grass and you're just like, oh my God. Like, not only am I in a different place, but I'm in the best place. I couldn't have even imagined a place this beautiful. And it's almost that feeling, you're expecting the worst. You're expecting the worst, but what's coming in is actually the best. Wow. The reason it's happening with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, there might be multiple opportunities involved for money, for commitments. This might be multiple commitments with somebody or at a job that you just realize it's just too much. This Ace of Pentacles has a lot that needs unpacking. This could also be about somebody fantasizing an opportunity that in the end was never really given. So if you were with somebody in a connection and you were hoping for that commitment, you're beginning to realize that maybe they don't want it either. Like, they don't want it, but you do, right? So it's almost this feeling of, man, I've been thinking about one day getting married to this person. Meanwhile, they don't even want to tell people we're together, kind of feeling. For others, it's just about dreaming up what this could have looked like, because the Ace of Pentacles is potential. You could eventually get the 10 of Pentacles from this. So if you were married to somebody, it's like that feeling, Cap, of being married to them forever. And then realizing that maybe that's not reasonable right now. Or having a job forever, fill in the blank. Something that had potential, and you are beginning to realize, or the person you're connecting with is beginning to realize that something about the potential was not real because those involved were not trying to make it real. The Page of Cups, please, in the recent past is the Chariot. So it could be Cancer. This is someone sharing their intentions for forward movement. For some, this is about a friend who wants more. This could be about a friend who's helping you pack your stuff and get out, right? Someone who's trying to speak some motivation into you. Someone who knows you. It could be this Queen of Cups who you're not really even seeing. She may not, or he may not have ever shared with you that they know someone or personally have gone through this same thing. This person might be ready to just kind of help you regroup. For others, though, this is about an apology from a Cancer. One that you're not entirely sure you believe anymore. For others, this is about somebody offering something emotional, a new love, a new friendship, something romantic, a new opportunity to get close. But because of the recent past, because of something that's happened and has been the source of your anxiety and depression and this thing that you're fighting, you feel like maybe right now is not the right time, even though you want to. I will say this, with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands being the best case scenario for you. All right, Cap? If you and this person do choose to walk alongside each other, this person is going to respect the journey you're on. So they're not, if you come to them with, this fear of commitment, this Two of Cups, the fear of attraction, the fear of loving someone and opening up and being vulnerable again, this person won't pressure you. This person will accept what little bit you're able to give as long as you stay friends, and they won't push you beyond the boundaries you set. This person understands that everyone is going through something, and in some ways they may even be able to relate to this experience and to your pain, and they'll be very supportive. What's this 10 of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles, so they are supportive. The 7 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, this could be a Pisces. But this is someone who does not mind waiting. This is somebody who does not mind waiting. They know it's sacrifice. They know it's a partnership. And to make it work, all people have to be, you know, just all hands on deck. Okay? If this is a person that you're afraid will just kind of cut and run like the last one, they're not. They're in it for the long haul. And you'll be able to tell because when you share your reason, when you share your fear with them, they're going to respect it. They're going to understand it. And they're not going to make you feel bad about it and say, well, if you loved me, you're going to do this. And if you loved me, this, that, and the third. They want you to feel comfortable. So if you are not happy, they are not happy. This person wants to cooperate with you. And if this is not romantic, right? This is about that job. This is about being afraid of repeating the same cycle that you did before. And will the transition be seamless or not? It will. There are people in place to support you, to invest in you, and to help you kind of get through the initial struggles, the initial sacrifice. But they're willing to put themselves out on a limb just to make sure that you're comfortable. They're going to come through with something. So how you see yourself is the Lovers and the Empress. Oh, Capricorn. Capricorn. Cap. So with the Lovers, right, you could be connecting with a Gemini, but you could also be connecting with a Libra or an Aquarius. No, a Libra and a Taurus. You could be connecting with Aquarius. But Libra, Taurus, you may have that strong in your chart. You see yourself as, you already knew. When I was talking about the Lovers, you already knew that there was no big thing. Like, you already knew that you were going to make the right decision for yourself anyway. You probably heard me talking about the Lovers card and you're like, yeah, I know. Keep it moving, girl. I hear you. Yeah, next. Like, you already know where you're going. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know what you deserve. Capricorn. For some, this is your decision to just focus on yourself, self-love, self-care, move in silence, and to just have friendships that support you. Have your coworkers who support you. Maybe have a partner who's not trying to rush into anything, but it's like you know who you are, and this person knows who you are, and you feel seen and you're respected. My God, Cap, yes. In the environment with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords, so there's somebody who's kept information from you, not in a malicious way. Right? Eight of Swords, this person has just always been afraid to give this information out. I feel like this is a close friend. I feel like this is a teacher or someone that you can learn from because they have a little bit more experience than you, Cap. Or not more experience overall, but just maybe in something that maybe you don't have as much experience in. And this person can really help you through the next few steps that you have, because that was a big issue they had as well. Now, this person can also be an individual that you are not in contact with right now. Right? But it's because they're dealing with their own issues at the moment. And they're having a tough time overcoming that stuck feeling. I have a feeling this person's close to you. Right? They're closely related, or that you just share a lot of history with this person. The fear with the Two of Cups is the universe. This is about connection. Being totally and completely enraptured in each other's energy, in each other's love, in each other's heart space. This is about putting everything you are into a connection, and the fear is losing yourself in this connection. You may have an Aries placement somewhere, Cap, maybe Venus or Moon, but Aries had a very similar feeling. They're connecting with somebody larger than life type of feeling, but more than anything, they're in search for themselves. And this is the energy I'm getting here as well. Your fear is in losing yourself completely to somebody, or completely losing the connection that you want with someone. So because of that, you might be trying to move a lot slower in this next relationship because maybe something before happened too quickly. But there's an element here that you don't want to repeat. Right? You want to preserve this next relationship, whether it's with another person or whether it's with yourself. Now, the outcome with the Six of Cups is the Four of Swords, the Magician, and the Nine of Pentacles. Absolutely. So, Cap, you could be connecting with a Gemini or a Virgo, but this is about mental peace. Oof, this is nice. Finally, the mental peace. Six of Cups, right? Nostalgia, the way things used to, your past, Cap, when you look back, and when I mean back, I don't mean back to the things that went wrong. I mean back to the happiest moments of your life, when you were free, when you were independent, when you can go to sleep at night and not worry about who was doing what at what time with who, people trying to call you at all hours. Back when it was simple. Think back, Cap, right now. Just take a second and think back to when life was simpler. That is what's coming. If for you, the last time things felt so simple and right was in your childhood, that's what you're about to get again. You're about to revert all of this energy, all the things you've preserved, your own self, your own well-being. You're putting so much into yourself and choosing yourself. The reward is independence, it's stability, it's security, it's confidence, it's tranquility, it's mental peace. It's friendships, it's connection, it's fulfillment. All this energy together honestly just feels to me like the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles combined, right? Where you have enough to give and share, but none of it is tied to contracts per se. None of them are tied to other people. It's a decision that you make, and the people who come and go out of your life are chosen. It's liberating, it's free. Capricorn, it's on its way. It's on its way. Prepare yourself. Back to the beginning. In a good way. Back to the beginning in a good way, Cap. So let's get some guidance here, please. If Cap even needs any guidance, because honestly, Capricorn already knows they're the Empress with the Lovers. So let's go ahead and just see, what is this guidance? What is this guidance for Capricorn, please? Guidance for Capricorn. The big picture, a 6, Lovers, choices, Gemini. But the big picture is about looking... You are looking from the top down. You are looking at the top down right now, Cap. And the world, your life is your creation. The world is your creation. It's like, so you know when they say that man was made in the image of God. And God created all things in 7 days. If we are made in his image, what does that mean we are capable of doing in 7 days? And that's almost that feeling. It's that magician energy. It's that manifestation energy. It is working with whomever it is you connect with, whether it's God, spirit, multiple gods, right? Goddess, whoever it is that you believe in and you pray to, who is part of your spiritual support group, your team, right? It's about working with them to reinvent the picture, to repaint the picture. You are capable, and not only capable, but in the middle of creating an entirely new existence. This is big, Cap, because this is different. This that you're releasing is tied to something old that used to have a tremendous amount of power over you, but you are overpowering it to such a level that where you thought healing might take you X number of years, it only takes you X number of days. Oh, I'm getting chills. Capricorn, you're on the right path, okay? Even when it feels scary, you're following the only voice that matters. It's not the voice telling you to be scared. It's the one that tells you to believe in it's the one that's telling you to believe in your judgment, because you do the calculations, Cap. You constantly revisit the facts. None of these decisions you make are uninformed. You ask the questions. You don't do something half-heartedly. You need to trust your judgment. You're doing the math. You're right. Breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. When you feel this anxiety again, Cap, okay? Because whatever this feeling of unfulfillment, right? This feeling that you're maybe afraid to escape, take a moment and just breathe through it. Breathe through it. The mind is a powerful, powerful organ. And the incredible part about it is that our consciousness allows us to influence its thinking, its ability to do what it does. Right? We can't tell our stomach how much acid to produce just by thinking it. But we can tell our brains what to think when we command it. And it's the most powerful organ in our body. The next time you're having a moment of helplessness, of hopelessness, of depression, just take a moment and just breathe through it. When that moment hits, remind yourself, no, this is my brain trying to get me to address this thing, which is very scary. Thank you, brain. But I, Capricorn, am going to take a second and reassure my body that there is nothing of immediate threat here with me. And in the next minute, in the next 10 minutes, in the next hour, we are going to get back up and we are going to do what we need to do for ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to make that call, to make that plan. And every baby step of the way, Capricorn, you are choosing yourself. Because how you handle this information, how you handle these feelings as well, is part of your self-care. Right? It's like something within you is needing to be released, something to be freed. And when you suppress these feelings, you shame yourself for feeling them in the first place. But there is nothing about this fear that you should be ashamed of. Just breathe through it. Give yourself the space, because things happen. What you're going through is not easy. Breathe through it. And just give yourself the space to feel it. It's going to be okay. It really, really is. You are more powerful than you know, and maybe you do know. But sometimes you don't give yourself that pat on the back, that recognition that you deserve. So my love, Cap, thank you so much for being here with me in this reading today. I feel so blessed to be connecting with you. If you enjoyed today's reading, you felt like it was clarifying and provide guidance for you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. I would absolutely love to hear how you're doing. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, I will include the link in the description box below, so take a look at that. But if not, Cap, I'm going to see you in the next reading. The story continues. You are doing so amazing. I'm just so happy for you. I will see you in the next reading. Stay safe. Be well, and until next time, I'm sending you all my love. Mwah. I'll see you next time, Cap. Bye.